DSP here, and today is Sunday, February 15th, 2015, and welcome to the weekend preview. If you can believe it, we are more than halfway through February. Like, it feels like it just started, right? But here we are, more than halfway through the month, and we've had some hits, we've had some misses. I really feel that some of the stuff I did this month was a lot of fun. Other stuff's been pretty disappointing. Actually, I forgot to position my mic here. There we go. So let's talk real quickly about this past week because I don't want to go too much into detail. Just a very brief review. I finished up Grim Fandango, which was good because it was an ongoing playthrough that was unfortunately kind of stretched out a little bit too long in my opinion. And that is live on DSP Gaming. I played Evolve, and I wasn't too pleased with it, quite honestly. Overall, just not enough content, and I'm not going to go too much into that, but I did play with both the Goliath and the Kraken monsters, or Kraken, however you pronounce it. I played with all 4 of the initial hunters, as well as one of the new hunters that I unlocked during gameplay. I played both by myself and cooperatively with viewers. So I basically played the game for about 12 hours. All that footage is also live on DSP Gaming, but in addition to that, I reviewed the game. And as of right now, me filming this weekend preview, the review hasn't even been up for 2 days, and it's got over 11,000 views and climbing. People are liking my honesty and are spreading the word about the review. Check it out if you haven't, and by all means, if you like the review, please continue to spread it so people know the truth about this game, okay? And then this past few days, something different and out of the box that's going to continue this week, so it makes sense for me to mention it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I actually began 2 new 3DS games for this week. First was The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D, the remake from the Nintendo 64 game that is a tried and true classic. Many people love it and hold it in super high regard as one of the best Zelda games ever made. I personally never played it. I've played it for 2 days now, and I really like it. Although I actually did think the first dungeon was a little bit tricky, but I had a lot of fun with the game, and I'm looking forward to continuing on with it. So that is live, and then also yesterday I had my first taste ever of the Monster Hunter universe when I tried Monster Hunter 4. Now, admittedly, the early game of Monster Hunter 4 is pretty boring. And what I mean by that is it is mostly tutorial, fetch quests, no real interesting stuff going on, but I did finish my first session with a monster hunt, which I actually enjoyed, okay? So I am actually now offline, meaning not recorded or for YouTube or streaming or anything. I'm playing the game a little bit every night. I played it last night, and I did some fetch quests, and I also learned a little bit about the weapons. I did like 4 or 5 weapon tutorials. Tonight I'm probably going to do a few more weapon tutorials to decide which weapons I actually want to play with as I play this game further this week, okay? The way I'm approaching this playthrough, so you guys know, I don't want to bore you with tons of repetitive fetch quests and boringness, alright? People are basically saying the game is great when it's about the monster hunts. Everything else is boring. So what I'm going to try to do is get through the repetitive stuff. If I need to collect items to get better armor or weapons or whatever, I'll try to do it off camera, and I'm going to try to focus my streaming on the main missions and or monster hunts. I already have a few monster hunts set up for the next time that I play the game, which we're about to talk about, okay? Outside of all that, the one main thing that I'm about to start work on, literally right after I finish recording this week in preview, is I'm going to start the montage for Evolve. So for those of you who didn't have a chance to check out any of the content this week, you didn't see the review yet, I'm going to cut some of the best and worst stuff from the gameplay, as well as a few snippets from some things that I did special regarding Evolve, and I'm going to put all into this montage that I'm going to try to get live as soon as possible. But here's the thing. Last week, I upgraded my software. I'm not using my old editing software anymore. I'm actually using Adobe Premiere Pro, and I don't really know how to do a lot in it yet. I'm sure that all the capabilities I used to have are in there. I have to find them and figure out how to use them. So what I would say to you is this, twofold. Number one, this first montage will be the first montage I'm using Adobe Premiere Pro purely in. Be lenient. Please don't be overcritical. It's like me literally opening up a book of Greek for the first time and trying to interpret Greek, okay? So it's not going to be amazing. You're not going to see crazy visual effects or transitions, but as long as it works basically, that's what I need. Number 2, please be patient with the time frame. What I'm doing is I'm going to work on it tonight for a few hours and see how far I get. Maybe I'll finish it tonight. Maybe I won't, okay? Now, if I finish it tonight, great, I'll release it tonight. Why not? Why would I hold off, right? If I don't finish it tonight, here's how it's going to go tomorrow. So here we go with the first portion of the schedule for this week. Tomorrow's first stream will be more Monster Hunter, all right? I want to try to get further into the game. There's monster hunts coming up. People want to see, gee, how does Phil do different weapons and stuff? And I'm going to be starting that this week. Okay, we're not starting that this week. Starting that on Monday. The main meat of the game, getting past the tutorial stages. Okay, that'll be the main gameplay stream. If I didn't finish the montage tonight, tomorrow night there will be no second stream because I'll be sitting down to spend even more time working on it and try to finish it up. All right. Now, if I do finish the gameplay stream tonight by some miracle, or the gameplay stream, the montage tonight by some miracle, tomorrow night I'll play some Majora's Mask. Tuesday, we'll flip that. First stream will be Majora's Mask, second stream will be Monster Hunter. Wednesday, we'll flip it again, all right? And that's how this week's going to go. Thursday, okay, will be completely determinate on how far I got in those games. If I got pretty far and it looks like, gee, I'm, okay, I've done 2 to 3 major streams of Majora's Mask and it looks like, I'm pretty far into the game and only a couple more streams I'll beat it, well, then probably on Thursday we'll do Hate Live, which will be second stream. If not, let's say that I'm really behind. People are like, damn, Phil, you really didn't get very far at all week playing these games. Then I might not even do Hate Live on Thursday. We'll just kind of hunker down and we'll try to push forward and play more, all right? And the reason that I want to get as much gameplay in as possible is because this coming Friday is the release of The Order 1886. Now, I'm very interested in playing this game for multiple reasons. Number one, we've seen this game since E3 2 years ago, right? So we've been waiting for it for 2 years. Hopefully it's good. It's a supernatural premise. It seems pretty interesting to me. Number two, for months now, we've been hearing rumors that the game's only 5 hours long, which is hilarious because how can you have one group of people who have gotten copies of this game, advanced copies, and said the game is 5 hours long, and there's a whole other group of people saying it's 10 to 12 hours long. How the hell could it be 5 hours long? It seems that there's a dichotomy amongst people who are talking about this game. I didn't get an advanced copy of the game. As you guys know, I never get an advanced copy of the game. I'm just like you, Joe Average, who gets the game on release day and plays it the same as you. So we'll find out together on Friday, and that's why I think Friday is an interesting day. Not only is it a day where it's a new game on the PlayStation 4, or just PlayStation 4 exclusive, it could be a good one, but also we get to actually dispel the rumors and find out, is it true or not? What's going on with this game? Is there side content that's worth doing that makes the game 12 hours long? Is the side content boring and repetitive and you don't want to do it, so really the game is only 5 hours long? That's what we're going to try to get to the bottom of starting this Friday. And so what we'll probably do is on Friday do a marathon of The Order, all right? Saturday, maybe we'll mix it up and we'll do Majora's Mask. Sunday, we'll probably determine it on you, or I'll do a poll. Do you want to see more of The Order or more of Majora's Mask? And Monday, we'll probably try to finish up The Order and or review the game and not even make my montage of it. The reason being is because this coming Tuesday, well, that coming Tuesday, which is a week from this Tuesday, 2 new games. The first episode of Resident Evil Revelations 2, as well as Dragon Ball Xenoverse, a game that people have been asking me to play for like 2 months straight now. People are like, Phil, the more we hear about this game, we want you to play it. This is your style of game. Sounds like one of the best Dragon Ball games ever. You are a fan of Dragon Ball. Going to be better than that last Dragon Ball stinker that you played. We want to see this, so I'm for it. You know what I mean? 100%. I'm down. I want to play this Dragon Ball game. It sounds great to me too, and I'm excited for it. All right. Now, also during the course of this week, I just want to let everyone know I announced my very first statue that is for sale is a Blanca statue from Street Fighter. As of right now, we had a bidding war between 3 people. It seems like we may be down to only 1 at this point. But I want to warn everyone, if you were interested in that Blanca statue and you haven't made an offer, it's only been a day since I announced it, I'll probably be giving it a few more days. So probably around midweek, I'll have a final call. Does anyone want to bid on this statue? If not, the person who is in the lead currently will be the winner. All right? Just to let you guys know, at this point, it's up to around roughly $150. So if anyone wants to go above $150 on that statue, contact me at darksidephil@hotmail.com, or you could also use phil@thekingofhate.com. Both of those email addresses work, and will go direct to me, okay? So go ahead and do that, and we'll see what happens with that, okay? I'm excited. I'm hoping that by the end of this week, maybe that statue will be sold, and maybe by later this week, I can announce a new statue, right? You know, this is the next one in the slew, and every week maybe we'll be pumping one out. We'll have to see. Also this week, there will definitely be a new episode of DSP Tries It, and ladies and gentlemen, it will not be a fast food item. I finally got an episode of DSP Tries It lined up. It's something I wanted to do. I finally got my hands on that thing that I wanted to do a DSP Tries It on. I've been waiting for like 2 months. And finally, I'm going to be able to do it. So this week at DSP Tries It will not be fast food. I know a lot of you are happy about that because they've been all fast food for a long time. In addition to all of that, all right? There's always the possibility that I may have time for an extra vlog or something in here and there that I'll throw in. Keep in mind that I want to try to do new series, or at least get something going for the new series by the end of the month. At this point, because we've got new games coming out, I don't know how viable that's going to be, but the series that I'm thinking in mind right now is actually my movie series, where what I want to do, I still have a name for it. I'm kind of going with DSP at the movies. That's kind of what I'm thinking, or at the movies with DSP, something like that. And I'm thinking it's going to be me, like I said, pulling a movie right out of my collection, sitting down, talking about it, reviewing it, my experiences with it. So it's going to be a vlog-style video. It probably won't have any movie clips because, unfortunately, those have copyright issues. Don't ask me how there's these YouTube channels out there who get to use all these video clips and don't have issues. Every time I've ever tried to do it, I got in trouble. And I know a bunch of people who tried to do it and got in trouble. So I'm not going to mess with that. But it's going to be my insights into whatever the movie is, okay? People have expressed interest in that for a while. I'm going to try to start that maybe this week. We'll see. If I have time, I'd love to do that. And the final thing, this week, by the end of this week, I'm going to finalize my Patreon perks and goals. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, after all the feedback that I've gotten from everyone overall, what it seems to me is that what I need to do to have a successful Patreon is to basically make everything as cheap as possible so that even those who, you know, don't have tons of money can contribute and get something cool out of it. So what I'm going to try to do is have very low-level Patreon perks, where if you just toss $1, you get something neat, right? If you have $5, great, something neat. Rather than, oh, I have to pay $50 to get something great. No, because I don't think that that's going to be the majority of people are going to want to participate in that amount. I think that there's probably a bunch of people out there who like my content, who can afford $1 or $2 a month, right? And that's what's going to collectively add up and become what I need to get going with more vlog-style series and more montages and help pay for the fact that I upgraded my video editing software to Adobe Premiere Pro and keep me going this year rather than worrying about I gotta stream more gameplay, right? That's the whole goal here, is to free me up from having to do that every day and do more creative projects and more fun things for you guys. So I will have more info on that. Hopefully by the end of this week I will, boom, solidify it. And once it's solidified, I will announce it. I'll say it's officially now live. This is what you can contribute to, and I hope that a bunch of you guys will be able to jump on there, right? And then you know, the sky's the limit after that. If I'm freed up and I don't have to worry about, oh man, views every day because I've got cool Patreon support, then I can actually go ahead and do it. I can start Project 7 finally. Say, you know, I don't have to do gameplay this week. I'm taking a freaking week off so I can work on Project 7 and stuff like that you guys want to see. You know, finally have an opportunity to set up cool effects and things in here that I haven't had a chance to do, but it goes hand in hand, right? So that's pretty much it. It's a pretty simple week this week with the 2 continuing 3DS playthroughs, the order coming out on Friday, a new montage, possibly Hate Live, you know, DSP tries it. It's kind of business as usual. And the one thing that I do want to say, all right, because I don't want anyone to get disheartened right now, because the 2 games that I'm playing right now are both on the Nintendo 3DS, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, it hasn't been great views. But you notice you haven't heard me complaining about it on Twitter or anything, nothing. You know, I'm not talking about it because I like the game so far. I don't think I've gotten anywhere near far enough into Monster Hunter to even get to the meat of the game that anyone would want to see, or I would have any kind of a judgment about the game. And I actually am very much enjoying Majora's Mask, okay? And I want to be able to play those kind of games, and even though, oh my god, everyone this week is talking about this game, because there's 1 or 2 indie games that everyone, all of a sudden out of nowhere, I never heard of these games, all of a sudden out of nowhere, everyone's like, just drop everything you're doing and go play this indie game. To which I'm like, no. If the game's great, that's great. Everyone else who dropped everything to jump on the latest fad can do it. No, I want to play these 3DS games that people have been asking me for a long time. They were so excited, right, to see me finally take time out to play them. Some people were surprised. They're like, Majora's Mask, I didn't think people would do that. It's an old game. He's not going to get a lot of viewership on that, and I kind of knew that, you know? But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that as long as people are enjoying the playthrough and I'm enjoying the game, which I am. So I don't want anyone to look and say, oh, man, you know, Phil, this week it looks like it's slow because people are staying away because he's doing 3DS stuff. Don't worry. Listen, we got the order coming up on Friday. Like I said, we got Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Resident Evil coming up the next few months. We've got some pretty big blockbusters that are going to be coming up and reinvigorate stuff. I'm not too worried about it. You're going to have deader weeks like this. And that's fine. You know, I could just drop everything. Well, I didn't get enough views to hit the quota, drop the games, and jump into something else. But I don't. I don't feel like doing that. I want to stay the course for now. Now, a game like Monster Hunter is very long. So a game like Monster Hunter, yeah, I might play a bunch of it this week, and then it's going to go down to maybe only once or twice a week in the future because there's other stuff going on. You have to understand that. A huge game like that people could sink hundreds of hours into, no, I'm not going to drop everything just to play Monster Hunter. But it doesn't mean that you got to get disheartened and think, oh no, because some people did contact me, oh man, there's, Phil didn't get great views on the 3DS stuff, now he might stop playing it and that's it. No, don't get disheartened. I like the games that I'm playing, alright? So I just wanted to kind of dispel that so people don't get too nervous, alright? That's it for the weekend preview, everyone. Thanks a lot. I'll see you tomorrow for more gameplay. Hopefully that montage will be out sooner rather than later because I know you guys want to see it. I'm dying to put it together. I know they've been good so far. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Peace out.